Well, good afternoon everyone and welcome to the shop. Today's project is going to be a Stihl chainsaw. The owner had started to fix it and got into it and said it was just a little bit too much for him. So he brought it over in kind of basket form. It's partially disassembled. It's a Stihl 391. All I have is the power head. I don't have the bar or the chain. And a tray of parts. So, and it's pretty filthy. He says that the chain came off and it scrambled everything around the clutch. So it looks like it got clear down into the oiler. This is the pickup tube for the oiler, and it looks like it got cut right there. So we got to go in and replace that. It looked like what happened. See if we can get this close enough for you. Here on the clutch, there's these clips right here that hold the clutch together, and this one right here came off and rattled around in there and just kind of messed things up. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of cleaning, and it really needs it. It's pretty filthy. So I'll take a few minutes and clean up the power head, so it's a little more pleasant to work on, and then we'll bring you back and start putting things back together. All right, see you in a minute. Okay, I've gone through and cleaned up all the parts. They're looking a little bit better. It really got hot at one time. You can really see it on this one where it's discolored and melted here a little bit. I went through the box of parts, figured out where everything went, and now we'll go ahead and reassemble this. We're going to go ahead and put a new chain oiler in it. So we'll take out the old chain oiler drive. It just lifts out. That's this part here. And then here's our new one. So we'll just kind of stack all our replacement stuff over there. Go ahead and pull out this oiler. It's got a big banging nick on it there, so I don't want to take the chance of using it again. And I just bought the kit off Amazon, and it came with the oiler, the line, oil filter, I think there was a fuel filter, fuel line, a vent line. So it was just kind of a whole rebuild kit. But we're just going to use the this here oiler. Now what it didn't come with was this little white deal here, and it just rotates. Tab comes out from underneath there, and then it should just pull out of there just like that. There's a little O-ring on there, but you can see where that was kind of banged up there. It's been hit here, the chain, so it's had some wear and tear. So we'll go ahead and wipe this down, kind of clean out from underneath it here. Okay, I'm going to go blow that out. There's a little bit of sawdust and crap in there, so we'll get that blowed out. Okay, that looks a little better. pretty chewed up, but it doesn't look like it's leaking. Okay, we'll grab our new pump. Just slide that down in the slot, or in the hole. I'm going to put a little something on there to give that a little lube. Might go in a little better. I'm just using 30 weight motor oil. Just on that O-ring, just kind of help it drop down in there. There we go. And then rotate that around so it's straight. Like that. And then that just slips on a little peg. It has a O-ring in it. I want to make sure I can get to the oil adjuster. I can. Back in there. It's not quite tighten them down yet. We'll put this drive on, and it just drops down in there, but it's got a center in the case and around that shaft, and then it's be able to spin. It feels like it's binding a little bit, so let me pop that back out. Over here, give it a little drop of lube here. Okay. Feels a little better. Okay. And then we'll get the supply line. Snap the fuel filter on. Or not the fuel filter, but the oil filter. Like that. That is not the right oil filter line. Well, that's not going to work very good at all. I double checked when my parts came in, and it was for this model. That doesn't look right at all. All right, I'm going to have to do some research and figure out what's going on with this line. All right, I went online and looked up this hose. Couldn't find it on Amazon. Had to go over to eBay. It wasn't listed as part of the oil pump. It's in the listing for the housing, case housing. So that's on its way. Should get it in like next Tuesday, so that's a week. So we'll be back in a week when I got that part in, and we'll get this installed. You know, things happen. All right, see you in a week. All right, my parts came in for this Stihl. We were looking for this chain oiler line, and so that came in a day ago. Here's the old one, and it's been cut right there. So we'll go ahead and put that in. Find our new oil line filter here. We'll put that on. It just slips on right here. Pretty easy. And put a little spritz of WD-40 on there, help that slide in a little better. Let me zoom you in here and I'll show you what I'm doing. Okay, it's going to go right here in that hole, and you got to go under this brake band, and then the end of it will fit on that little nipple right there. So there's a little flat side goes up, or back I should say, against the housing right here. Just make sure we're all nice and clean. So we stick the filter in. Trying to stay out of your way here and get my fat hand out of the way. Stuck that filter in. You know what? I think I'm gonna... we can get it in there. And you got to kind of turn it and wobble it and to get that filter back in the housing into the oil tank. There we go. Just got to kind of wiggle it and swirl it and twist it and bend it, but you can tell when it goes in it's not binding on anything and it's laying in there fairly flat. And now we should be able to just shove that line let's see here, little screwdriver here. Try to push it in on the back side, get it started on the back side, and then work it in on the front side. Don't want to poke a hole in it. There we go. Okay, that's all locked in there now. You see that? So right there, got that in the hole. Now we'll line it up on the outlet from the oil pump. Slide that right up on there. All right, so that's in. Then this big washer goes on, and it says top, so that's out. And there's a smooth side and a nut side. The nut side goes out. This is a left-handed thread. Okay. Then the needle bearing. Then the drive. The washer. And the E-clip. That snaps on there like that. Looks pretty good. Oh. One thing I forgot here. When we drop this clip in, there's the arm of the the arm that drives the oil pump. And there's a notch right here in the pulley, and that's got a, there, you can feel it drop in, and then we'll put the bearing in. All right. Probably would have lined up, but it's always nice to make sure it's right in that, in the slot. Okay, clips in. You gotta, let me back you out a bit. That's got to go into that chain guard there. Okay. All right, here's all of his parts. Put this chain guide back on. There's a little keyed deal. Okay, that's all our new stuff. All right. Okay, and I can see the oil line that I just replaced. Just making sure that it's not twisted or anything. And it's not, it's laying right in the bottom of the tank. Bar oil in it. That'll be enough to make sure that it's pumping. Out of gas. I'm going to have to put you over here on this other side. Now hang on. Alright. It's not recommended to run these without a bar on it, but since I didn't get a bar with it, and the sprocket is held on with a key, so I think we'll be okay. We're not going to rev it up. We're just going to make sure that it's pumping. We should get oil out of right there. So I don't even know if this thing runs or not. So let's see. Okay, there's full choke. Pushing release. All right. Had to rev it up enough to get the sprocket to turn, because that's what drives the pump, is this chain sprocket right here. So that's a fix. I think that's why this bar got so hot and melted this here, is because that was a nick in that oil line. And I think it was because this clip right here fell off and cut that. So looks like he's got at least an extra clutch drum that should be still usable. This is garbage. The pump, might be usable in a pinch. Now it feels like it's all seized up. So anyway, that's that. And we'll give him a call and have him come pick this up. And we'll catch you on the next video. Have a great night.